After attaining this enlightenment, Buddha went back for preaching his religion to different people. He talked about the maximum good for the maximum people, and his whole idea was, we have this term Bahujana Hitaya, Bahujana Sukhaya, that it should be the well-being should not be limited to a few. It should be for everybody. So everybody should be happy, everybody should be should have a wonderful life. So this whole idea of Bahujana Hitaya, Bahujana Sukhaya was also very attractive to the common people.
Buddha, he came back to Kapilavastu, and we find that among his first disciples was his own mother, stepmother Gautami. Incidentally, we might say that Buddha's own mother Maya Devi died at childbirth, and he was reared up by his stepmother Gautami, and that is from where he got his name Gautama Buddha. So Yashodhara, his wife, whom he had abandoned at a very young age, so we find Yashodhara was converted, Gautami was converted, Gautami became a nun also, and we find all these teachings of Buddha, the sayings of Buddha, not in any text which was contemporary to his time, because all his teachings were later only put to writing. They continued in the form of tradition, in the form of oral tradition. All of us know that the oral tradition is very, very strong in India as a media for preserving the wisdom of the generations, and also as passing it on to the other generations. But we find that with the passage of time, it was considered necessary to record the teachings of the Buddha, and this did not happen till the third Buddhist council at the time of Ashoka. We know that he was a very great patron of Buddhism. So at the third Buddhist council, we find that the Buddhist elders, because there were some intrusions, there were some unnecessary elements getting into the original teaching of the Buddha. So we find that they were all recorded, and this was known as the three Pitakas, or the three baskets. First is the Sutta Pitaka, which has got the life story, and also the teachings of the Buddha, and then there are the Vinaya Pitaka. Vinaya Pitaka is what? It is a thing of it is a text of monastic discipline, what the Buddhist monks were supposed to do. And third was the Abhidhamma Pitaka, that is the text which contains the philosophical and metaphysical expositions of Buddhist doctrines. So Sutta Pitaka is very important, and we also, along with this, we have the 5 Nikayas. Nikayas are the other sayings of the Buddha. There are also what the elders had to say. Elders had to expound about the Buddhist teachings. There are 5 such Nikayas. There is a Digha Nikaya, the Anguttara Nikaya, the Majjhima Nikaya, the Samyutta Nikaya, and finally the Khuddaka Nikaya. So these are the 5 Nikayas. So when we are studying Buddhism, this is very important that we remember that apart from the 3 baskets of the 3 Pitakas, these Nikayas, and especially the Sutta Nipata, which is a part of the Sutta Pitaka, is very important. So knowing the sources is also very important, because this corpus of Buddhist literature is also the gems that we have in our study of this great religious tradition.